The update also released lore on the weapons. Unfortunately, there are no lore on alternate weapons, at least not yet, so these are the default weapons. The revolver was developed during the final war. It uses electrical pulses to fire microscopic pieces of metal at insanely quick speeds. This new technology was dubbed electric guns. Because they need metal shavings as ammo, it's technically not infinite ammo, but the ammo itself is so easy to get, and the gun uses so little of the ammo that it might as well be infinite. The terminal mentions a fun fact that the electric gun, with a rough and scratched surface, is a point of pride, as it means the weapon has been proven reliable for some time. This is because you can refuel the ammunition by just filing away at the surface of the frame. Some people have even scraped off metal for no reason other than style. The electric impulses require a battery and need to be recharged, but the design of a revolver bypasses that because the cylinder rotates, allowing batteries to recharge without slowing the gun's rate of fire. The shotgun is an experimental weapon that shoots hyper-concentrated heat projectiles. Its normal mode of operating is the core eject. Those cores expose themselves to vent excess heat to prevent them from melting or exploding. If the cores fail to generate heat themselves, a button near the grip can pump the shotgun to manually heat them. Though a misfire can easily occur if you pump too much heat into a single shot. Heat weapons, as they're called, weren't as popular as electric weapons because of their unpredictability and need for cooling. However, heat weapons didn't need a separate projectile, they just required temperature variations. This makes their ammo literally infinite, as long as the second law of thermodynamics holds up. The nail gun is a combination of an old bullet gun and an industrial nail gun, likely coming from a construction robot. The terminal notes that all robots, even those not designed for war, had to fend for themselves after humanity became extinct. Bullet firearms became obsolete since electric and heat weapons were created, but this nail gun is unique in that its ammo is, again, practically limitless. It isn't stated in-game, but it's stated elsewhere that the nails are taken from the iron in collected blood. This particular model of nail gun isn't the best, since it isn't designed to be shot this fast, so it either needs a hard cap or heat sinks. The rail cannon is actually pretty simple. It's a precursor to current electric weapons like the revolver. The railgun was first designed as a passive generator, creating a small, constant stream of energy to fuel up for forward deployments. After humanity fell, the machine that wielded it repurposed this constant stream into a massive burst. Finally, the rocket launcher. Like the nail gun, the rocket launcher is a repurposed construction tool. It was designed for construction during the war, efficiently digging trenches, destroying obstacles, and resupplying explosive weapons. Somehow, these next few parts are complicated, so stay with me. When humans created the first rocket launcher of this design, the launcher itself had both the self-supplying ammo and the launcher itself, but it quickly fell apart, sometimes literally, because wires could get crossed, and rockets would misfire due to a design flaw in the form of a particular chemical triggering mechanism. So, they split it in twain, the rocket builder and the rocket shooter. The setup worked best with a buddy, like modern-day snipers and past-day machine gunners. Robots didn't have that luxury in their mutual genocide. One machine took this launcher and smashed parts of a jackhammer to make this the rocket builder, also the rocket shooter, making this the exact thing humans once tried to stray from. Except, it also changed the triggering mechanism from some chemical reaction inside the launcher to using the target's blood, nullifying the initial issue. So the rockets you shoot are incomplete. When the rocket penetrates a target with blood, the rocket becomes covered in that blood, completing the detonation trigger and kind of exploding inside the target. Brutal. If it hits anything without blood, like the floor, I would assume it doesn't quite explode, but rather the force of impact blows the rocket apart, knocking things around without really hurting them.